Airport just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Kickoff for the Chargers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. He's got Green. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7. Raiders nothing. Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down at 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Josh Jacobs.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Carr completes it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the INT, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is taken at the 23. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw the Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Chargers 7. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down by
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
3rd and 2, Herbert rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And at the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. Down an open man, it's Rose. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Throwing on first down. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, Carr. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert off of play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Raiders 17. Chargers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target.
And that'll bring up second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
They'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Is joining with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
5 yards remain on second down.
At the 36-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And he's going to go down again. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
3rd down. 3rd and 2. 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 3rd and 2
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. Before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun now for Carr. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
7-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun. Carr. That's complete. complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and
Herbert on 3rd down now. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for L.A. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. Steps away to his left. He's airing it out. Oh, wide open. Complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Keeps the score. Raiders 31, Chargers 26.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
They'll buy some time right. And he's caught inside the 5. And he lost the football.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Out of the gun, Herbert. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Complete to Josh.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
5-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well.
And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He completes it to Henry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And Henry in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. An old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. And just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Malik Collins. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from
the Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw, Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys is?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That's complete right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
To Josh Jacobs.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. To throw is Carr. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Raiders take over
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
No gain on the play. It's third down and
what pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
42.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Las Vegas, it's a nice win.